what's up everyone? Today we have a Craftsman with one of these newer style Briggs engines on there. It's 140cc OHV, 5 gross foot-pounds of torque, not to be confused with horsepower. But I did a video on how to make a quick and easy repair on this that actually involved tools and doing stuff, and I got at least 2 or 3 comments saying that there's no need. Now, here's a problem I have with this. I'm going to attempt it. It may not work, but even if it does work, I don't like it because this person's paying me to bring something, or paying me to fix something, and I'm just going to do something that they can do. Nah. The second reason why I don't like what I'm about to do is I don't know what's in the bowl. I'm assuming we're going to take a good educated guess here. We're going to look at it. It's full of fuel. That doesn't smell horrible. Now, majority of the time, if you watch my other video, you'll see the reason why. There's a very small obstruction. You just have to free it up. So, I was told 2 different scenarios. One, you take some carb clean, shove it down the throat, and let it run. The suction, or just the usage of the carburetor, is going to be enough to remove that obstruction. Or 2, that does not work. You have a little bit of a bigger one. You shove it down as far as you can, the emulsion tube, by taking the air filter off. Do it that way. I really don't like that because there's seals in there, and I don't really like putting carb cleaner with seals. But enough talking, let's give it a try. First things first, we're going to give it a few primes, and we're going to see if it just doesn't start like I was told. I think I tried it. I should have started by now if it was. Okay, so the first method is to just give it a kick. And hopefully the operation, just going through its motions, the motor will help clear it out. There we go. Good healthy amount. That did nothing. It did not keep running. So we're going to try it again. Still nothing. So I'm going to jack this back up, and we're going to see if we can even reach the emulsion tube. So this is not going to be easy whatsoever, but we're going to attempt it. We're going to put on some safety glasses because we're spraying carb spray. Carb spray, if you know anything about it, loves to squirt out and nail you square in the middle of the pupil. This is next to impossible. Well, I kind of corked it in there. Let's put it down and see if it works. Attempt number 2. I'm assuming it's just going to do the exact same thing. Or not even. Yeah, no. So this is why I don't like that. If it's barely sitting there for a short period of time, yeah, it's probably okay to do that. But I don't know what's in here. I don't know how bad it is. And so far, this free fix is not really turning out. But I will say, though, it could work. Let me give you my opinion on when it will work, and leave a comment if you think it's something different or I'm completely wrong. But as we're about to see, this machine has an insanely small jet. It's not very large to begin with, the whole machine. So the smallest of anything will cause it to plug. If you've left fuel in there, let's say it's like April, you went on a long vacation, got a gardener, whatever, and it's like the end of August, beginning, or end of July, beginning of August, it potentially could have a problem. I think in that scenario where it hasn't been ran for a couple months, not over the winter, is when that's really going to shine. So what next I'm going to do is I'm going to take 3 5/16 bolts out. That's going to remove this top cover, and I'm going to remove the tank. You don't have to, it just makes it a whole lot easier. Now that that's taken care of, and we can see, let's take out the 5/16 are in here. Now what we're going to do is also free. All you need is something to remove these fasteners. So, socket. In addition to that, you need to have a 5/16 and a 9/32. And that's it. You're going to be using a 9/32 more often though. And you're also going to need a screwdriver, but we'll get to that point later. Just going to wiggle this off. Now, there's an O-ring as well as a retaining clip that if it stays on the mower, you're going to want to remove that. The main reason why you're going to want to remove that is you're going to want to install it later. You want to make sure it has a good fit. We're going to do that now. Because if it doesn't have a good seal, you are going to have a whole lot of problems. These are also 9/32. This came out exceptionally easy. Now this is the part you need your screwdriver for. That's too small, so you're going to need a rather large screwdriver. That's also too small. Well, this one is definitely going to work, so let's just do it. A little overkill. Now that we have it started, I'll take our normal screwdriver, excuse me, and just proceed to remove try to put that in a safe location. Next, you take the same screwdriver and you put it underneath this area of the jet, and what you do is you just kind of rock it back and forth until you can get underneath it, and it slips right out. No problems. So this is the part that we have a problem with. It's that little jet right there. I'm going to take my air compressor and blow through it. You can take this apart. I find it to be more of a pain to do that. I just blow through it right here. Just make sure you put your I could have swore there was a piece missing, or there is a piece missing. I'm pretty sure there is a piece missing. There should be a ball bearing or something in there. Is it on the... Where'd it go? I don't see it anywhere. Well, that very well could be a lot of our problem right there. We have a bad emulsion tube. But it's weird, I don't see it anywhere. It's not in the bowl. It's not where I dumped the fuel. No. It's just plain old missing. Well, I just so happen to have another one. That's why I keep these carbs. That one's also busted though. That one's cracked. I'll just double check if I was right about this. I might have another one. Oh no, I'm just wrong apparently. Okay. Never mind, maybe that was the only one. I could have swore there was something though, but whatever. I'll just continue. I'm gonna take some compressed air. I'm gonna blow through these ports. Now that that is done, it only fits in one way. Just press it down. You do want to make sure you see that the jet is open, of course. This also only fits one way. And it's not that way. It's not that way either. Oh. Come on, float pin. Why are you being this way? There we go. Blow this off, cover your ears. There we are. So now that that is done, perfect. Fits just like it should. You have to be careful with these. These can strip out a plastic carb very easily, so be careful. Don't need it on there super tight, just so it makes good contact. Now we are going to continue. Now if you notice in there, there's this white little ring. If you're having a hard time putting your emulsion tube in, it has to fit through there, so you might have to turn it around. Sometimes they get a little squirrely and they like to rotate on you, and then you won't be able to actually fit the end of the emulsion tube through it. I seriously doubt you're going to be able to see, but one way to check is if you can see fuel come through the emulsion tube. I see a little bit. These machines don't take a whole lot to get started. I just primed it when I showed you, and it's really not a lot of time has passed, so let's give it a pull. If not, we'll prime it again. Kind of got a little high there in the revs. Try it again. Yeah. There you have it. Quick, easy, Not as quick and easy as the other one, I'll grant you, but a few minor tools. I understand sometimes you can use the trick I showed you earlier, but like I said, you don't know what's in there, and you could just be causing more and more problems. So I don't really like to do that. Like I said, if it's something that you are going to be doing at your own and it works, go right ahead, but I wouldn't actually pass that along to a customer. With that being said, hope you like what you see. Definitely keep watching, subscribe, follow me on Instagram at smallengine101. I will see you on the next video, and definitely leave a comment if you have any questions or have anything to say. Have a good night.